Good morning, campers. Welcome to day 3. So how are you doing on your projects? I would love to see how your paper mache came together or the drawing of the people for the Sunday afternoon painting. So if you haven't done so yet, ask an adult and post some pictures on our Facebook page so we can see how you're doing. Today is our French Cultural Day, so we're going to be learning all about France. So let's jump into the color wheel and see if we can remember these colors in French. So red is rouge, orange is orange, yellow is jaune, green, remember we covered this up, is vert, blue is bleu, blue without the U, and purple is violet. And now here's Justice to tell us all about the colors of the day.
Good morning, campers. My name is Justice. My two colors are blue and orange. As you can see, I'm wearing my blue jacket and I'm wearing my fedora. Anyways, to say blue in French, you're just gonna say blue regularly, but without the ew. Okay? So blue without the U is bleu. So in French. Hold up. Alright, we don't need that anymore. So to say orange in French, we're gonna take the U from the blue, remember that? We're gonna stick it on the beginning of orange, and in French, orange is orange. Alright, I'm gonna say it again. So yeah, let's just say both those colors together, starting with blue on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We have bleu and orange. Great, thanks for joining me today. Now you know how to say two colors in French. So yeah, hope you have a great day.
Great job, Justice. Now, don't forget to practice how to say these colors in French, because on day 5 of camp, we're going to do a Zoom call and you're going to tell us the colors in French, and then we're going to see who has collected the most items for the color wheel, and whoever can say the colors in French and collect the most items for the color wheel wins an art kit. So, like I told you earlier, today is our French Cultural Day, and we have a very special guest. Her name is Miss Isabel. She's actually from France, and she's going to tell us all she knows about the French culture.
Bonjour, that's French for hello. I'm Isabel. I was born and raised in France, so let me tell you a little bit about France.
France is on the western edge of Europe, so if you're coming from Nashville, Tennessee, you'd have to cross the Atlantic Ocean by boat or by plane to get there. The nickname for France is l'hexagone, the hexagon, because it's roughly in the shape of an hexagon. Probably the most famous symbol of France is the Eiffel Tower, which is about 3 football fields in length. Compared to the United States, France is about the size of Texas.
Life in France is pretty similar to life in the US. A few differences are, for example, in schools, a preschool is part of the school system, so you start school at 2 or 3 years old. Preschool is part of it. Also in school, Wednesday is a day off. You don't go to school. Most of the grades don't go to school. Instead, you go and do your extracurricular activities, for example, music or sports. Another difference is the lunch hour is actually an hour. It's an hour and a half, so that students can walk home or be picked up and have lunch at home, or they can stay at the cafeteria, and then in the lower grades, it's a full meal that's served to you with an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. It's very nice. Grocery shopping is very similar. We go to supermarkets, but one thing that's different is French people really, really value their French bread. So most French people go and get bread every single day at the boulangerie, the bakery, and they get their French baguette every day for lunch or dinner. We also like little artisan food stores, for example, a place to buy fish or meat. Food is very important. Meals are long, and we enjoy eating. Let's talk about celebrations in France. We'll start with Bastille Day, which is not called Bastille Day. In France, it's Le 14 Juillet, July 14th, because that's the day of our national independence. Just like the Americans fought to push over a king, the British king, and the monarchy, the French fought to push away the French king. So the French citizens of Paris stormed the Bastille, which was a prison, to liberate the prisoners and show their discontent for the monarchy. They wanted to instead establish a republic. So that's what they did. We celebrate pretty much the same way Americans do. We have big fireworks and we hang out with family. Big celebration is Christmas, Noël in French. We celebrate it in the same way you do. We have Santa come down the chimney and bring presents to the little boys and girls. On January 6th, we celebrate the Epiphany. It's a Catholic holiday, so it's a Christian holiday. We celebrate the three kings arriving to visit baby Jesus. We usually do a cake that's called the galette des rois, king's cake. It's like a giant croissant. It's puff pastry, and it's filled with almond cream in the middle. The big thing about the French king's cake is you have a little favor inside, a little ceramic little favor, all kinds of different themes, and you can collect them. I have a collection, so I'll show you some of my favors.
Here's part of my collection of favors that go into the king's cake in France. If you pause the video, you can look for Princess Leia or Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, there's C-3PO, there's a little teapot, a crown, there's lots of figurines for the manger, including a baby Jesus. There's a zebra that I believe is from Madagascar. So pause it and see if you can find these and see what else you can find.
My collection of favors. If you've got a little ceramic toy and you want to make a king's cake next January 6th, don't forget to place it in your almond cream before you put your second disc or sheet of puff pastry. Or if you do forget, after it comes out of the oven, just stick it from under. And then whoever gets it is the king or the queen, and they get to wear a paper crown. Here's another holiday we celebrate. On February 2nd, we celebrate La Chandeleur, Candlemas. It's another Catholic holiday. We celebrate it by making crepes. So I'll have to give you my favorite recipe. Here's a little bit of info. If you want, you can hold a coin, gold coin or any coin, in your left hand and try to flip the crepe with your right hand. And if it lands in the pan, you're going to be rich all year. When I'm making crepes, I use Julia Child's recipe. You can find it online, or I can put it after this little video. When I was a little kid, this is the book I used. It's a little cartoon book. Okay, let's make some crepes. I make my crepe batter in a blender. I get a little ladle, hot pan, a hot crepe pan. Pour it and swirl it around until it covers the pan. It's pretty thin. And then you wait. When it's ready to flip, you can flip it with a spatula. Or, if you're used to it, you can flip it in the air. Voila! C'est fini! It's over. Bon appétit! Enjoy your food!
Thank you, Miss Isabel, for sharing what you know about France. I think my favorite part was when she did that really cool flip with the crepes. That was awesome. So as you can see behind me, I have a French flag. The colors blue, white, and red. And today we're going to paint our paper mache Eiffel Towers, okay? So you need to go into supply kit number 3 and pull out this little ball of clay and this Q-tip stick. And then you will also need white paint and a paintbrush. Now, as you can see, we have put our paint in a little container. We've already poured our paint. I use hummus containers or any kind of container that can be sealed, because if I want to use more of this white paint, I can use it at a later time if I've poured too much paint. So, I have my friend Coco here, Camper Coco. So, first thing we're gonna do is Coco's gonna take this ball of clay and put it on top of the Eiffel Tower. So can you just form that? And you can go up on your knees. You might need to go up on your knees. There you go. Yep. Okay. And then she's gonna put the Q-tip stick right in top, just like mine. Great. Now, the next thing she's going to do is she's going to begin painting the whole Eiffel Tower white. You don't have to paint the stick because the stick is already white, but the clay part and all of the paper mache part needs to be painted white. Okay, Coco, can you start painting that white for me, please? If you want to hold it with one hand and paint with the other, you can do that. She's going to cover this whole thing white around the legs, around the platforms, cover up the clay spot, so that when she's done, all you're going to see is just one completely white tower. And that's a good idea to pick it up and move it around so you can see the spots where it still needs to be painted. You may have noticed that Coco's little clay piece fell off, and it's totally fine. We're just gonna place it right back on here and fit it around the top. And then she can just paint right over top of that. If yours falls off, and it very well may, it's totally fine. You can paint right over top of it. And if you want to save it till the end part, you could do that too. Just don't pull it by the stick. Don't pick it up by the stick because it's not going to stay in there. You have to wait till the clay dries. Well, it looks like Coco is almost done completely painting this white. I think she's done a fabulous job with her Eiffel Tower. So now it's time for you guys to take a break. Now, the French love some pretty amazing food, and I think we saw Miss Isabel show us some examples of that. So maybe grab some grapes, some yummy bread, some chocolate, if an adult says it's okay. Those are some great French snacks, and come back and see us in a few minutes. Man, I'm so glad that we're doing something on France because I love French food. You know, a little baguette for snack. Some grapes, yummy. Of course, my favorite Perrier. And then, you know, you have some French chocolate here. Well, I'm so glad we get a little break in between painting, so, you know, I can have my little French snack.
Jessie, it's time to get started.
Oh no! I didn't realize it was time. Hold on. Sorry guys. Alright. Oh. I was enjoying my French food so much, I forgot we had another project to do. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, today we are going to make Bastille Day t-shirts with the colors of the French flag, blue, white, and red. Now, Bastille Day is a lot like our 4th of July or Independence Day. So it's the day that they celebrate their independence as a country. So, of course, we haven't forgotten Seurat, right? All of our ... Seurat. So we're going to add dots onto this white t-shirt to celebrate Bastille Day. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go into your supply kit and you're going to need to pull out your white t-shirt. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. if you want to just decorate the front of the shirt, you need to put some paper in between the shirt, okay? If you want to do both sides of the shirt, it doesn't matter, because if you're doing the red and blue dots on the front, and if it leaks through on the back, it's totally fine, okay? So it's really up to you. If you only want the front done, paper in between. If you're gonna do both sides, there's no need to do the paper. So you're going to want your red and bright blue, or you could do the navy blue, either one, paints. Now what I did is I took a little bit of water and mixed it into the red so it was a little bit thin, okay? So Coco, this is how you're going to make your dots on here, okay? So you're gonna dip into the paint, okay? And then you're gonna put this right here so you can make the dots, and you're just gonna go like this. And as you move your paint bottle, you'll make more dots. And then when you're done with the red, you can add the blue, okay? You can get up on your knees if you need to. And as you can see, this is gonna be messy. I'm kind of getting out of her way. It's gonna splatter a little bit. You can get more paint on your brush if you want some more dots. Yeah, looks like you need a little bit more paint. There you go. You can get up around the sleeves and around the neck. You want some more red on there? No, you're good? Okay. All right, so rinse out your brush really quickly. And we'll just wipe this off. Okay. And your fingers. You'll be okay with a little paint on your fingers. All right, so put your bottle of paint back over here again. Remember, you need something to tap it on so the dots splatter, okay? It's your face. Those are some really cool dots. You have to put some more paint on your brush though if you want some more dots. And I'm getting out of the way. Great. Okay, so let's put this brush in here. You can wipe off your hands. So, if Coco is going to do the back of her shirt, she'll need to wait until this completely dries, and then she can flip it over and she can do that same process on the back part of the shirt. Now, when you're ready to wash your shirt, you need to make sure that it's really, really good and dry. Turn it inside out, and then you can throw it in the washer. Okay, we're gonna clean up some of this paint and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Well, campers, I hope you had fun today learning about France, painting your Eiffel Towers, and making your Bastille Day shirts. Now on Friday, when we do our Zoom call and those t-shirts are good and dry, I really wanna see you wearing them, okay? And tomorrow, we will work a little bit more on our canvases and our Sunday afternoon project. We're actually going to finish those up. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to finish my French snack. Au revoir. Stay creative.